Unworthiness is something that many people deal with. Sometimes you use that as a way of separation. As a woman of color, sometimes we have grown up in a culture where we were told that women don't matter, or a girl, in certain cultures, there's a killing of the girl child, or the girl's education is not prioritized. It's something that, even though we may not deal with it directly, there may come a time where it actually just becomes a part of our DNA. It becomes the way that we operate and the way that we do things. And the most important thing is to understand that you were put on this world because of the fact that you are who you are. Out of 1 trillion cells, you were chosen to be here. And when those feelings of unworthiness come up, especially when we're in leadership positions or when we're in places of influence, it's really important to remember that your voice matters. It's really important to remember that you were divinely chosen to be here. And also you are where you are because you worked your way to be there. Doors were opened. You could open some doors on your own, but you took risks and you had the courage to step into them. And many times when we're sitting in the boardroom, we may deal with those feelings. And the boardroom may be a community meeting, it may be a coffee shop, it may just be a networking event. But whatever it is, it's understanding that when you come back into that place and you step into that place, it's really understanding that you are meant to be there. And so when we are dealing with unworthiness and what to do in the moment that we are dealing with it, it's really important to understand to breathe into your solar plexus, right underneath, right into your rib cage. That's where our confidence and our own internal trust lies. When we can remind ourselves an example of when we felt confident and we had the internal trust, that's actually when we can actually overcome those other feelings where the unworthiness is impacting us. When we add in the cultural context of what unworthiness can do to us, it can actually, if it's undealt with and not, harnessed in some ways, it can actually impact our visibility, how we hide, our thought leadership. It can impact in how we show up in meetings. It can impact in what projects we put our hands up for. That's why it's super important to really think about, how do I feel worthy in this moment, even though my past evidence may show me otherwise? That's a belief system. And you have the power to change your belief system and rewire your brain and the way that you operate. So here's to you feeling worthy, because you are exactly where you're meant to be.